Muiz from India.
Sheikh, my question is how much of mahr should the husband be giving to the wife, and what should the wife do with the money, Sheikh? Should she spend the money after the marriage, or should she keep it in a like a safe or a locker? And Sheikh, nowadays due to this economic inflation, for example, if a marriage happened like 30 years back, what mahr was given 30 years back today, that is almost like, because of these inflation things, like the values change a lot. So what should the wife do with the money of the mehr?
How many questions, Muiz, were those?
I think only one, Sheikh. All were concerning
Sheikh.
mahr.
Okay, I will answer you, inshallah. Muiz says, how much dowry should a man give to his wife? There isn't anything specific in the Sharia. So there is not a certain amount of money to be given to the wife. It's according, one, to the norm of the society, two, to the agreement. The norm mandates that we look into the community. For example, I go to a man, do you give me your daughter in marriage? He says, I give you my daughter in marriage. I say, I accept her marriage. There are two witnesses. Boom. The marriage takes place. She's my wife. We didn't talk about the mahr. No problem. Now we can discuss it a week, a month, a year later. What is the dowry? I said, 1 shilling. He said, he claims that it is 100,000 pounds. This is a huge difference. So who would the judge rule in favor of? The judge here comes and says, let's look at the other families from her same social status. How much do girls her age, her social status charge for mahr? They said, well, they take $5,000. Done. $5,000. This is the first way of deciding. The second way is by negotiating. So, uncle, I'd like to marry your daughter. And he says, okay, how much mahr are you willing to pay? He says $5,000. The girl says, no, I need $20,000. So he says, well, my daughter says she wants $20,000. Either I say, okay, I'm good for it, or I say, I can get 4 for that. Sorry, I'm not interested. So it is a demand and supply, and Allah knows best. Now his inserted other question was about inflation. We don't have the concept of inflation here. If I had lent you 10,000 Syrian liras 30 years ago, that was a fortune at that time. Now it may cost like $5 or $10. So if I want to get back my loan, should I say at the time, 30 years ago, this was the equivalent of $2,000. So I need you to give me $2,000. The answer is no. Whatever currency I had lent you is the currency and the same amount that I'm getting back. So if it was 10,000 Syrian liras, this is what you're going to pay me, even if it costs £2. There is no concept of inflation. Because if the opposite was there, you would not have permitted it. If you had lent me the amount in dollars at that time, and the inflation caused the lira to drop, so the $10,000, the 10,000 liras, which were $2,000 at the time, today is equivalent to $5. If I were to give it back to you, if it's increased or decreased, one of us would not be happy. So if it decreases, I'm the lender, I'm not happy. If it goes way off the roof, you're not going to be happy. And this is why Sharia had blocked this and said, whatever currency and amount you have committed yourself to as a dowry, it should be given in the same amount and currency, and Allah knows best.